Pero equipara ese empuje Militao, luego se produce un disparo sin peligro de Max.
Sunset. This side, so you guys have the ball. Okay? New Zealander Matt Conger in the background talking to the two captains, and there is how Brazil will come out. Gabriel Jesus in that position he says he does not like, out wide on the right. But that actually pushes Willian to the left most likely. And Roberto Firmino, where you don't want to call it the dirty work, you don't want to call it the donkey work, because he's actually turning into quite the goal scorer, but he has always drawn his coach's favor by doing the hard work, and now it's paying off. Here a look at the bench, and talent on both sides, including the little jewel, Paulo Dybala, who is starting to shine again.
On Facebook, Ronak's love for coffee got deeper.
Star-studded benches filled. See Philippe Coutinho there as well. There's so many interactions here. All these true magnificent footballers coming up against their own teammates. You heard his name being rung around this stadium right before kickoff.
Referee Matt Conger getting the call here today and getting us underway. The Brazil tour hitting Saudi Arabia and the King Saud University Stadium in Riyadh on a pleasant night. Temperature in the upper 60s. No wind to speak of. Phil Shane alongside Ray Hudson. Glad you've joined us. Diego Pesolano and Jaime Macias on our Spanish language side. Early challenge by Messi, poked free.
Two cough-ups there from Lucas Paqueta. One that nearly latched onto by Lionel. Perfect playing surface here. An absolute pool table. Another bad giveaway from Paqueta. Look at chance for Messi to the inside. Rolling for it. Martinez finally whacked away by Danilo. Well, not sharp enough there. Argentina to latch on to another terrible giveaway from Lucas Paqueta.
Less than 1 minute and he's gifted three.
Magic.
Down on the other side is Jesus trying to cut around. Firmino gets the pleasant roll.
A minute in and there's been more gasps and ohs and ahs around this stadium than probably it got reconstructed. Argentina had a great chance there to latch onto it, a little bit hesitant with the shooting boots to test Alisson on really good close range. Edge of the 18-yard box, passing on to each other. That's the Scaloni way it's been, Phil. They've been really a lot more coordinated. The Albiceleste a little bit more choreographed in their football since Lionel has been out of action. So
Ray, we've talked about that.
Always know that Messi is going to bring something, as Tite has explained in his press conferences. It's something ultra special. He is the Koh-i-Noor diamond of world football, and we cannot contain him. We can limit him, but there is a propensity for all teams Messi plays with to look to him first.
Stripped away by Ocampos, the new bright young thing for this Argentina squad. Voigt stepping back.
Pocus there from Willian, another player who was playing at the top of his footballing tree, and it is Sequoia. Willian for Chelsea has been absolutely magnificent. There we see the razzle-dazzle of the ex-Corinthians man.
Chopped down a bit to size by his Tottenham rival.
I was talking to somebody from Chelsea Football Club the other day, and I said, why are you explain the great resurgence from Willian. I've always been a fan of his, Phil. And it seems one of the longest players for Italian coaches. What do you expect? Now he's playing for an Englishman who is absolutely let him off the chain. Of course, Willian under Jose Mourinho as well was less than fluffing his footballing feathers, but now under Frank Lampard he is really playing as well as he ever has, and drawing the attention of Barcelona. What a ball that is, again, wonderful from Andrada.
For Brazil trying to get into the attack. Archer dispossessed out for the throw-in. This is the 70th game for Willian. Many of them under Tite, who also shares that favorable view.
Yep, a wonderful player.
Militao. Silva. Again swinging to the left side of that center pairing. Real Madrid youngster getting the call here today. Marquinhos starting this match on the bench. Paquetá again holding on, and Messi almost pouncing. You can hear a bit of the gasp from the crowd here.
Yeah, Milan man has had a few rough touches going on. Started with Flamengo, of course, because Paquetá, and is Mengao looking forward to the Copa Libertadores final. See if they can reproduce that great 1981 team, Phil, where they wiped the floor with one of the great Liverpool teams of all time, with Zico.
Former Riverman Lucas Ocampos a bit more of a concern today. Let's see how they play. Wide for Foyt. Again, it is a four-back, even though he's more of a center-back in his future. Andrada doesn't feel the pressure. Foyt getting the call here today on the right side.
And again,
Andrada calling off Otamendi. Gabi Jesus saying it was touched, but
great
no.
confidence from the Boca man. Yeah, you see it, you want it? No, you ain't got it. Dyson with death, Russian roulette, and I love it.
Argentinian roulette.
Nicely.
Goal.
Into the area,
Goal.
blasted low, but not much on it from Jesus. Andrada, an easy save.
Popcorn power from the Man City man, ex-Palmeiras, is where he began his Brazilian football. What a job this man has done. 58-year-old, still a young man. 17th job in football.
A lot of trophies along the way, especially with Corinthians, but finally won his first trophy with Brazil, the Copa America this past summer, but he hasn't won a game with Brazil since. Laid out wide by Rodrigo, played back, an awkward bounce for Alisson.
Not the best ball from Rodrigo de Paul there for Lionel.
And a concern of Campos seems to be in pain. Might have landed on someone or pulled something on the way. Now he's back. Down goes Casemiro.
You got to start recognizing Pinocchios when you see him, Phil. Wasn't even a touch from Casemiro. That player's trying to get away with everything they can nowadays. Gone are the days where you used to be shouted at by your coach and your fellow players. Get up and roll and roll. Some surprises in the start for this Brazil team for me, though, Phil. Casemiro, man, he is being run into the ground by Zidane, and understandably so. The ex-Sao Paulo man for Chiche as well. Indispensable,
Doesn't seem to
unrestable,
mind.
undroppable. Look at that pass.
And the fans appreciate it. Willian wide. Threaded forward for Paquetá on the more comfortable side of the field, but good double team by Ocampos. It'll be a throw in deep.
Casemiro showing exactly what he brings to his dance. Wonderful sprayer of the ball. Underrated creator. This man on the ball. Not just a holding midfielder, not just a cork in a bottle, a proper footballer.
Again, he came up as a forward, an attacking player
Right?
in his youth, but when he got to the actual tryout with the club team, he saw all of the
bottle, a proper footballer.
Again, he came up as a forward, an attacking player in his youth, but when he got to the actual tryout with the club team, he saw all of the Brazilian players that were lined up for attack. No one was playing defensive midfield. He said, I'll try that then. Sneaking it through Casemiro, but blocked away. Leandro Paredes.
That was great play between Firmino.
Here he is again.
Oh,
Tries to dance
Isn't
around
that
Paredes'
Fernando?
challenge.
Sparky.
Alexandro walking the chalk.
Wonderful quickness from the Liverpool man there. And
Goal, goal.
Away, Firmino back.
Goal.
Jesus down he goes, and a penalty is called. Petzela couldn't get out of the way.
Penalty
and
right there.
Brazil heads to the spot.
Not sure what you mean by get out of the way, Phil. I think Petzela baits. I think he baits at the challenge and misses and gets player. We'll see in replay. But the Fiorentina man seems to dive in a little bit too quickly. Hesitant and dicing with death again is Juan Foyth. The Tottenham Hotspur man commits harikari. Right there, you see, that's intentional. And that is pretty cynical.
penalty.
And this looks to be dispatched by the man who got fouled, Gabriel.
No Neymar, so Gabi
Militao.
Jesus looking for his 19th goal. Andrada, toes on the line, ready. Jesus.
Hey, Bodai.
Offside! Unbelievable.
Scandalous in its approach, really. He's been hit and miss
Bodai.
for Manchester City. And there's been an outcry from a lot of his people that he should be taking the penalty kicks for Man City.
Bodai ko.
It's just, he does everything right
Indian
other than
Bodai.
put it in the net. How crazy does that sound? But he locks his eyes on Andrada, who doesn't blink till the last second. And Gabi's got to hold off to his last moment to guide it to whichever side. And a fish up a tree, penalty kick.
Well, that fish has been in the tree for a while. Think back to that Atalanta game as well. Ocampos with the ball poked away by Alexandro. The Argentine is down, but a clean challenge, say the officials.
Wow. This will be worth another look. Either this referee has got this one absolutely spot on, because to my live eyes, it looked like it might have been a very dodgy challenge. Let's take a look. It's wonderful play, beautiful give and go on the run. I think that's a good challenge.
I agree.
Yeah, from the side. Let's take another look. He leaves both of his feet right here, and that should be outlawed, because you can't be in control of a challenge when you leave your feet. But the referee, Australia.
New Zealand, same thing. Sorry.
Excuse me. No, far from the same thing. Sorry, Kiwis.
Down in for William. Voigt, who was victimized last time out. An early try with a normal right winger straight to the goalkeeper.
Good tempo, huh? Friendly exhibition. Nuh-uh. Messi robbed. Crowd has been into it.
By the way, Ray, you talk about the misses for Gabi Jesus. He has now missed more penalties than he has made.
Yeah.
4 penalties made in his career.
Good ball.
None for Brazil. That's now 5 that he's missed. Here's Messi.
Oh!
Down he goes. Penalty the other way.
He gambles and he wins. He rides this challenge like a bucking bronco.
Does he overrule
Brilliant
himself?
Messi at himself. He gets the ball. He recognizes the space behind the defender. Most players will put the brakes on and try to cut back. Not Lionel. Right here. Touches it past, and he keeps on running, and there's an interference there by Alexandro. Take a look downstairs.
basics did the rest. And now Lionel Messi.
Well, we called it a Chinese firecracker of a game to start. It has been absolutely wonderfully flamboyant, going both ways. Mr. Flamboyant himself, his head being spotty with his pancakes.
Messi, but the rebound put home his 69th goal for Argentina, and it took a little extra effort.
Took great goalkeeping as well to keep the first one out. Alisson, like a jungle cat,